Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today, let's take a look at the 2026 Buick Enclave. This is the Sport Touring. It's finished off in a new color for 2026 called Stone Metallic, and the MSRP with options is just over $62,000. So we have a three-row SUV that's very spacious and has some great capabilities to it. So let's start underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. This is paired to the 8-speed automatic. It pumps out 328 horsepower, 326 pound-feet of torque. It's all-wheel drive. It'll do 0 to 60 in just under 7 seconds. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 20 in the city and at 24 out on the highway. Now up front, you'll notice a lot of gloss black. This model also has a forward camera. There's a sensor down below for distance pacing and even Super Cruise, which is an option. You'll notice DRLs and turn signals are up top. Headlights and high beams are in the lower section. There's parking sensors as well, plenty of cutouts provide additional cooling, and then some smooth lines coming down the hood to give it a great look. Now this also has about 7 inches of ground clearance as well, so you could take it off the pavement if you needed to. Now the gloss black works its way to the fender flares, the lower side skirt. This has a two-tone design for the wheels. You'll notice power folding side mirrors are gloss black with a camera and a turn signal. More of that gloss black trim is on the windows. There's also the roof racks and then a full moonroof up top. And for being a three-row SUV, the proportions are really nice. All of the lines flow nicely. The rear window there has a good design to it, and that leads us to the back, where there's the third brake light and the spoiler, the wiper blade, LEDs for all of the lighting. There's also an additional camera up top for the digital rear view mirror. You have your traditional backup camera above the license plate, all of the parking sensors, the dual exhaust, and this model is equipped to tow right around 5,000 pounds. Now it does have remote start, so you just double tap on that lower left button and that will start it up, and then you can hold on that control in order to shut it off as needed. You can also use the control on the key fob or the release underneath to gain access to the cargo space. Now with this being a three-row SUV, take a look at the amount of space you have behind the third row. There's also additional space underneath, so you can hide some items away or have a higher rear cargo space area if needed. There's also some tie downs. You have an area to place the cover where you would have to have the third row folded. In order to do that, you use the controls over on this right side. Now you do have to have that second row out of the way. So in this case, we can push on that control to lower it. And now we can go ahead and lower that third row. You do have to have that second row slid forwards as well. But nonetheless, you are easily able to raise and lower these. They are a very quick process to do, which is nice. And then up top, you have one control to close the liftgate. Now, if you lock this vehicle, you'll notice the chrome controls on the door handles. Push on those to lock or unlock the vehicle, which is nice. Now, this is equipped with Bose audio, really nice soft touch leather materials, all of the trim accents, there's storage down below. And then with the captain's chairs here, you can recline them, but you also can move them forwards and backwards. And then you have this control here, which will release the seat and you can push it forwards. There's also one on the back of the seat, so your third row passengers can exit too. Now at 5'10", I have about 2 inches or so of headroom, so it's really not that bad. You have an auxiliary with cup holders and then plenty of space down below. So I could ride around, which is nice. It is going to be better for smaller kids, especially if you have 3 back there, but it's very functional as a three-row SUV. Now you'll notice there's storage pockets, cup holders, fan speed, temperature, where you'd like the air to go, auxiliaries, and storage down below. You also get armrests for your captain's chairs, and I have about the same amount of headroom. So pretty spacious, as you would expect. And then up front, this has memory seating adjustments, the window controls, side mirror adjustments, liftgate release, and additional storage. Buick is an illumination, and then there's ST on the front headrests as well. Now as we start this up, this model has Super Cruise, so you'll notice the illumination at the top of the steering wheel, where this also has leather for the rest of it. Now there's paddle shifters and then volume and tuning underneath that. All of the cruise control settings on the left side, along with voice commands, a low range, and Super Cruise. On the right side, there's volume, shortcut to your music, heated steering wheel, and you can go through the 3 gauge cluster designs here, depending on the information that you would like to see. You can also access your radio favorites by using the arrows there. Now on the left side, there's the e-brake. This is all-wheel drive. By default, it is two-wheel drive, so you can go between front-wheel drive basically and all-wheel drive. You have auto hold, engine start-stop, a dimmer switch for the gauges, and then different driving modes. So just depending on the traction that you need, the throttle response that you need, you can go through those as needed. Now you also have an adjustment for the head-up display, turning it on and off and adjusting the brightness. So you have your miles per hour, speed limit sign, and then some of the cruise control settings when activated. Now for the infotainment system, you have a good bit to go through. You can get through all of these icons here. You can also get into a split view, pull up some of the controls here, like your camera, traction control. You can get into your doors and windows, even drive here for traction control, lane keeping assist. You can pull up the music, the map, and your phone when that is paired. Now in the lower section, you can get into your fan speed with where you'd like the air to go. This model has heated seats, and you can also get into the temperatures as well. Now for the headlights, there's not an actual control behind the steering wheel, so they're always going to be fixed in this lower section. You can get into your automatic high beams as well. You also have physical controls for your fan speed, temperature, defrosters on and off. There's air vents, auxiliaries, wireless charging. You have volume for your audio, a little bit of storage with 2 cup holders and an auxiliary in the lower storage area. Now you have plenty of space in the armrest along with the glove box. And then there's the digital rear view mirror. You can go through a few different settings within that. You have some safety adjustments along with dome lights, controls for the sunshade and sunroof. There is a sunglass holder up top as well. And then a good bit of visibility for a 3-row SUV. It's pretty easy to see in all directions. Now in order to put this into drive and reverse, you have that stalk located on the steering column. So you can bring up the camera system. You can go into drive, of course. You can also toggle between both of these, just depending on what you need to see. And then park's going to be located on the end of the stalk. But let's go ahead and get this out on the road. So still in sport mode, without using the paddle shifters, here we go. And we're up to speed. I'd say it's definitely an adequate amount of power for this type of vehicle. You can get up and get onto the highway, merge, do things like that as needed, and have some confidence that this will get up and move. So again, I think it's adequate for this type of SUV. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Enclave. You have several trim levels, of course, to go with, just depending on your budget and what you would like to spend. I think this one is definitely very nicely optioned, and it's just a nice place to be. Now, this does have a manual adjustment for the steering wheel, but you can, of course, move that as needed to get a little bit more comfortable. And like I mentioned earlier, even going around turns like this, it's very composed feeling for an SUV like this. You have good armrests on both sides too, and just a comfortable place to be. For the miles that I have put on this, it's definitely a great point A to point B vehicle to transport people, additional items, use it for towing as needed. And you just have a really nice vehicle to rack up the miles and enjoy daily driving. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2026 Buick Enclave. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.